So I'm watching TNG, right? There are two episodes of TNG um, where the some members of the crew uh, interact with um, where they interact with people, humans, basically from earlier times. Um, one group is one group, a trio of humans, pretty much from our time, but I mean it's from the 1980s. I mean, the next generation. Um, what the hell is this? The next generation was released in 1988, and so 89, 88, 89, 90, that sort of thing. So that episode was that episode was the neutral zone, and those people were basically that. And the one I'm watching right now, it's called Up the Long Ladder. So that group is like from days of yore kind of thing, and they're like a group of, um, well, they were like a group of like neo transcendentalists, is what they called themselves. So they're like, they want to go back to like the simpler time and all this, stuff. But my point is, it's these people who have no interaction with the Star Trek technology, and a member of the group gets shown the replicator. And in the first group, the guy is like, "Oh, give me a T-bone steak, a mess of greens, and big old baked potato. Ah, screw that. Just give me a martini straight up with two olives." And he takes it and he's like, "Woo!" Data's all, "Something wrong?" He's like, "Wrong? Just that your computer here fixes about the best martini I ever done had." and and that's just awesome right there. And then this up the long ladder, the other guy wants the other guy's trying to make some alcohol for his friends, and they can't make alcohol because the fire system wants to, you know, cut out any fires that they're trying to, make to brew alcohol. So Worf is like, "Well, you can get alcohol from the replicator." And so the guy's like, "Oh, not that synthahol garbage that O'Brien was trying to foist on us." And Worf is like, "No, you can get real alcohol with all its deleterious effects intact." and the dude is like, "Yes, as it should be." And so they go over, and Worf is like, he like rigs it or whatever. He like turns it on. I don't know. And he's like, speak. And the dude's like, whiskey. He grabs out. He's like, no, that is no bite. And so Worf says, yeah, I think he says Jehokolut or some shit like that. He's basically tells it to make some Klingon thing. And the dude takes a sip, and I don't know what the alcohol content is, but the dude takes a sip, and I'm betting that Klingon beverage is fucking Everclear or some shit. Because the dude is just like, he's like, that's what I call a weed to the creature. And they make him seem like he's like fucking he's lit after taking like 2 swigs of it, which anyone who drinks knows like it's impossible to get fucking drunk after like to get drunk after drinking 2 swigs like over the course of like 3 minutes or something like that. You can't actually be drunk that quickly. But, it's TV, so like, he might be drunk in like 15 minutes after drinking that whole cup. He might be lit. If that's that glass is like Everclear, he might be fucked up if he drinks that entire thing. But it would still take some time. It's just that the guy's reaction to to whatever that Klingon shit was priceless. You love seeing ancient people's interaction with replicator stuff, especially alcohol. I don't know what a person from this time's ability to cope with a food replicator would be. Especially if a food replicator a, could make drink just turn out to be a hopeless drunk. Be your own personal Jesus. Anyways, that's just another fun thing I wanted to put up about Star Trek. Uh, Good stuff. Oh, and I had a doctor's appointment today. Well, it was a dentist appointment today to get a consult about getting dentures. And so I called just to make sure that the appointment was still on, and it isn't. Uh, it had to be canceled because Guy wasn't coming in. And so then I had to call the ride service and cancel the ride. And when I called to cancel the ride, apparently I didn't have a ride scheduled, even though I scheduled a ride. So, okay. Then I scheduled a ride for my new appointment. So I don't know what happened to my original ride that I had scheduled, but if somehow the appointment was still on, I would not have had a ride to my appointment. Even though I called and scheduled a ride. Some person who was taking and scheduling the ride, maybe I got a new person that they just hired and they did not enter it correctly. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to call the ride service again a few days before the appointment and call the dentist's office a few days before the appointment and make sure everything is still set up. And tax rich people, kneecap rich people. Boobs for all. Boots for all.